Look at this beauty. I made a dirty chai and the homemade sweet cream cold foam. It's super easy to make. It's just heavy whipping cream, a little bit of milk, vanilla, and powdered sugar, and you just stir, stir, stir. Anyway, hopefully you have a drink or a snack or something, because it's gonna be a chatty video. I'm gonna be just sitting here getting ready, answering all of your questions. I feel like I haven't done a catch-up Q&A in a while, and I just love to do these videos periodically, because it's like we're on FaceTime catching up, and you can almost treat it like a podcast, play it while you do your laundry, clean, whatever, drive, on FaceTime catching up, and you can treat it like a podcast, play it while you're getting ready, doing your laundry, cleaning, whatever it is, and we can get all caught up. I think this is my last video before the move-in vlog, potentially. Yes, it is. So my next video that you watch will be the move-in vlog / road trip vlog, just getting all settled into the DG house. But for now, I still have like a week and a half left of summer and all your questions to answer. Before I get into the questions, I have to thank Casetify for sponsoring this video. I've been a Casetify lover for years. I've owned so many of their cases and my phone has never once cracked. They are the absolute best case you will ever put on your phone. Like I said, I've had them for years and I'm just notorious for dropping things, dropping my phone, and she's unscathed. I just ordered a new case, which I lost, so the timing of this sponsorship couldn't have been more perfect because they sent me a new one. Along with this phone case, they also sent me a matching case for my computer. I'm gonna feel so coordinated in class. They also sent a third case for my iPad, which I use in pretty much all my classes for my notes, and it has a spot for my pencil to just pop right in there. So cute. I'll insert more videos here so you can see the cases in action. Everything, almost everything pretty much, is done online with technology in my college classes, so it's awesome to have products like this that keep my devices safe. Casetify's products are best in class and most likely to succeed in style and protection, and they're running a back to school offer right now. I'll leave all the details on the screen. Essentially, it's buy one, get one, 10% off excluding back to school items, buy one, get 15% off any back to school item, and buy two, get 20% off all items. You can go here to casetify.com/MissKatie to get the best in class product sale. Again, if you buy two, you get 20% off. Casetify's so generous. They also sent me a box to gift to a friend or family member. It was kind of a no-brainer to give this to my twin sister because she's also in college. They sent this big gift box for her. She's away. Oh my gosh, there's a third thing. I was gonna say she's away on a trip right now with her friends, but I'm gonna give this to her when she gets back, and I know she'll love it because she's also a big fan of Casetify. Big thank you to Casetify for sponsoring this video and sending all this good stuff. Again, you can go to casetify.com/MissKatie to get the best in class product sale and get 20% off 2 items. What was it like going through sorority recruitment as someone invested in her faith? This is a great question and something I thought about. I think I talked about it briefly in my rush video. I need to go back and watch it because I feel like that whole week is just kind of a blur because it was so much at once. A lot of people ask me this question because the reputation of sororities is unfortunately pretty contradictory of the Christian faith, just to put it literally. And I have truly found my best friends in my sorority, and I'm so grateful for it. But at the same time, the process of joining a sorority, in the sense of when I was a PNM, which stands for potential new member, going through the recruitment process, you pretty much are judged based on how well you get along with the girl you end up talking to. I got really lucky. I had a good experience and I absolutely love my sorority. But at the same time, it was really hard to watch girls go through it and not have a good experience. I was so heartbroken for them, and it felt wrong, you know, that people didn't get what they wanted and ended up dropping out of the process or just generally having a bad experience, because that's never a good feeling to not, I guess, end up where you expected to. Keeping in mind that there's a lot of work that needs to be done in Greek life in general, nationwide, across every single chapter, sorority, fraternities especially. I was very prayerful the whole time I went through the process, and I think the confirmation that I was doing the right thing was how much God showed up for me in the process. Adeline, who's truly like a big sister to me, wrote me this letter, and it just meant everything to me, and it was an answered prayer hugely for what I needed and what I was feeling in that moment. I felt like I didn't know anyone. I was trying to navigate being a college freshman for the first time, and as crazy as it might seem, I found answered prayers in the process. So I guess that is the best I can answer that question. What has been your favorite part of you and Matt's relationship? I think I could go on and on about this question, but I think my favorite thing, just talking from my perspective, is how much I've relaxed. He just makes me feel like all my problems go away. He's such a carefree person, and he's really made me realize that a lot of things in life are not that serious. I don't need to be so wound tight about things all the time. I also really love that we were best friends before we started dating. I think that was such a great foundation for us to get to know each other on a friendship level and then start dating. How do you consistently gain your social media following? That's a great question, and it kind of puts things into perspective for me because I watch so many huge, massive influencers and I feel so small compared to them. But I think the answer is in the question: consistency. Posting, trying to stay on trend, trying to focus on quality content versus the quantity of content I'm putting out, and also producing my content and my videos for viewers that have been watching my videos for years and someone who might stumble on a new video. I try to think about both when I'm editing or filming and how I can cater to the people that have been watching me for so long and know so much about my life and who I am versus somebody brand new. There's a lot of questions asking for advice for freshmen in college and advice for high school. I think my best advice if you're new to anything is to just get involved in any way you can, whether it's through clubs, sports, Greek life, campus ministries. Just straight out the gate, throw yourself into as much as you can, because that's how it happens. I mean, I found my best friends in my sorority and in Young Life and also in my dorm, but I wouldn't have so many of the amazing friends that I do if I hadn't really put myself out there. I'm really proud of myself for doing that, because I wasn't great about doing that in high school. I went to the same private school my whole life. In case you're new, I transferred my sophomore year to a different high school, but I always had my twin sister Allie with me, and she was always, like, I was never alone, so it was a transition going from having her to having to do things on my own, and I don't regret just throwing myself out there into everything I could, as scary as it is in the moment. And also in high school, just please be kind to everyone. I wish I did a better job looking back of sitting with the people who were sitting alone at lunch or just, you know, seemed like they were struggling. It makes me sad because I look back and I wish I would have done a better job being a friend to those people. Just don't stress the little things too. You're gonna, like, I remember being so stressed about my acne or like a pimple that I had, and I literally don't have a care in the world for that now. Also, popularity groups, like once you graduate, all that goes away and it doesn't exist nearly as much in college, if at all. Also, be kind to your friends. I'm still using this dumb highlighter that broke and it's still working, so a win is a win. Oh, I'll be right back. How can I forget? Hold on. Tarte sent me, this is so fitting because I was just talking about Rush, this PR box with an embroidered bag, Tarte Rush merch, and all of these concealers and makeup products. I am planning a PR giveaway, and some of this stuff will absolutely be included, so stay tuned on my Instagram. This is so awesome, and I'm bummed that I forgot about this when I started filming this video because I wanted to test out the concealers, but thank you, Tarte. I'm gonna test out the lip products. Next question, thoughts on getting married young? I have mixed feelings because I think it depends on what your definition of young is. I follow Hallie Sand and she just got engaged and I'm so happy for her. I think she seems so happy and ready for marriage, and I just can't even think about that right now because I feel like I'm still so young. It's just not even on my radar. But in the sense of like after college, still in your, I guess not like early 20s, mid 20s. I think everyone should do what's right for them, but I can't even fathom the thought of being engaged right now because I just feel so far from that stage of life. Maybe because she's not in college and she owns her own house. This girl I'm talking about, I am obsessed with following her. I know she lives in Utah also, and the culture is so different everywhere. Even the difference in culture at CU versus where my sister goes, Baylor, is so different. There's so many people who get married super young there, and it's just kind of the way it works and the way it goes, and it works for them. Again, I think it's so great and awesome for those people, but I for sure need a degree before I can even think about a ring. I think also a lot of it has to do with your upbringing. My parents didn't get married until their early 30s, so that was always just my idea growing up of when you got married. Have you always been so outgoing, or were you ever quiet/shy? I think I've always been pretty outgoing. There's a video, I've always loved the camera. There's a video of me and my siblings when we were younger, specifically me and Allie, and my dad had this old video camera and cameras in Allie's face, and he's like, "What's your name?" And out of the corner of the screen my head pops in and I'm like, "Katie!" I just wanted the attention on me, so. And I always have had my dad's very extroverted personality. I just had to replace the battery, but we're back. How do you find so much motivation to eat healthy and stay away from unhealthy foods? I hope I'm not fooling anyone, but I hope, a very balanced diet. Like this, I need to start drinking it. I've just been doing my makeup. This has so much sugar in it. I just really wanted it. I eat dessert every day. I love sweet treats. I just try to have everything in moderation, I guess is a better way to put it. But I try to never restrict because I think we all know what comes from going down that path. I think you can walk the line of eating a balanced diet and not restricting, but also recognizing how you feel when you eat certain things. Obviously, I'm not gonna feel great when I eat fast food all day versus healthy whole foods. It's just all about balance for me personally. And I really try not to restrict, especially because I'm gonna look back and I don't wanna think about how I was no fun eating no sweet treats that I loved during my college years. That's just not me. I will always be at the dessert table. But again, there's a balance and we are literally being fed so many artificial things and processed items every day in our food. But in the words of Khloe Kardashian, we're all gonna die anyway. Will you stop doing YouTube once you have kids? That is a good question, and I honestly think about this all the time because there's so much buzz around like family vloggers and people showing their kids on the internet, and I don't want to exploit my kids or subject that to them, kind of just like I do normally. Obviously, I can't really make that decision until I have kids. I have no idea when I'm gonna have kids. I hope and pray that I will, but as far as dating Matt, most of my friendships, family relationships, things like that, I talk about my experience, and I think that's what I would do if I were to have kids and still be posting on the internet, is talk about my experience as a mom versus documenting their childhood for the world to see. I don't think I will ever stop posting indefinitely unless social media dies out, but I don't know. I feel like I'll just cross that bridge when I get there. Oh, I don't even know. How much did you spend on all your dorm stuff last year? Too much money, but I don't regret it because I really missed home, and having a cozy place to live definitely helped. What is something you learned about friendship from freshman year? I think just to, I'm really winging this because I'm not a lip liner girl usually. I think just to be patient, especially at a big school. It's such a big pool of people, so it's gonna take a second for you to find your people. I heard people say that, but when you're in the moment and when you're just feeling not lost, but I'm such an extrovert and I just craved close friendships like I had in high school when I moved away to college. It was hard to recognize that in the moment, that I just had to be patient and wait. I guess with time, you will eventually find your good friends. It just takes patience to get there. Makeup is done. Now I can just yap. This is set up on the boxes because I needed it higher up, and I was setting it up thinking about what my filming setup is gonna look like in my new room. I am so excited. As sad as I am to leave home, I just think the leaving won't ever get easier. I want it to get easier, but it's also a blessing that it's not easy because it means that I have, Ryan sent me the sweetest text and put my thoughts so perfectly into words. Long story short, I was just getting it. How excited I am to decorate the room and film in there and show you guys everything. I was just texting her about it and she said, it's totally understandable. The good thing is that you have two places you love for different reasons and two places you can call home. To be blessed enough to have both of these is truly amazing, and it's so cool that we can be so upset to leave both but so excited to go back to them at the same time. Love you, Ryan. On that note, there's a lot of questions about homesickness. Someone said, how did you deal with homesickness? How did you get rid of homesickness when you went to college? These are all questions that I was asking when I left. I really think you just have to give it time. There's not necessarily any getting rid of it. Helping or taking photos from home helps. Giving your space giving yourself a cozy new space. You can do all those things, but it really just takes time. It's just an ongoing thing, and you, just like Ryan said, realize what a blessing it is to be homesick, to have a college experience or an experience moving away, but also long for the comfort of home. What are your thoughts? Oh, I'm gonna skip that one. Can you talk about women's face shavers and the do's and don'ts and your recommendations? Yes, I'll make this quick because I know not everybody wants to hear about it, but I guess dermaplane, or I shave my face every so often. I used to use a face oil, and you can use a face oil, but now I just use hyaluronic acid. I put that right on my clean skin, and then let's say this is the little face razor blade right here. I just slowly shave off the little peach fuzz, and it helps my makeup go on smooth, and it gets rid of dead skin. Do you recommend social media for income? I'm in college and broke, LOL. Yes. Do it. Take advantage because there's so much opportunity to make money on the internet. You can even get into UGC, which is user generated content, where you're not posting for an audience, you're just creating content for brands. No, this question, how old is Reba? How do you deal with missing her during college? It is so sad because when I leave, she's just the saddest. It's like gut-wrenching, and she is about to turn 12. Everyone thinks she's a puppy because she's just so little and she has such a puppy face, but she's almost 12. Tips for growing a relationship with God. I think it's like any other relationship. You have to just put time and effort and intentionality into it. I feel so far from qualified to answer this question because I'm nowhere near perfect, but making my relationship with God part of my day is what helps me the most in terms of listening to faith-based podcasts. I love Happy and Healthy, Whoa, That's Good. Made for This, I'm actually reading Jenny Allen's book right now, Untangle Your Emotions. Stay True, there are all kinds of good ones. Prayer, obviously, and just going to God with everything. It's hard for me to imagine a life without God because it's all I've ever known. It's just, I grew up going to Sunday school. I have always found my hope in Jesus when things feel hopeless. It's what anchors me and where my confidence comes from. And the beauty of a relationship with God is that despite how things are changing in the world, the love of God will never change and will always be constant no matter the circumstance of your life. I like the analogy that this is me, this is God. I can get close to God, I can be farther away from God in hard times and busy times when I just don't feel my best, but I'm the only one moving. God is right here, just waiting for me to come back to him. His love is unwavering. Hello?
Good day.
Hi.
Are you home?
Yeah.
Can you come open the front door?
Yes. I'll come right now. Bye. BRB. Come here. Allie thrifted this for $15.
The tart stuff. I need to see it.
I know.
Do you have anything you don't want? Please,
Yes.
can you share?
Use the concealers.
Yes.
Look
Guys, I thrifted this in Encinitas for 15 bucks and it's from Zara. I feel really good about it.
So cute.
I'm a little short, so the legs are kind of long, but I think if I just chop, it'll be really cute for like Baylor game day.
Love it.
Kind of cringy, but
No, it wasn't. It was Southern.
Okay.
Allie's gonna join me for the rest of the Q&A. The next question someone asked, is it hard doing a job that a lot of Christians would find superficial or too worldly?
that's a good question.
That's a really good question, and it's kind of obvious because all the focus is on, like, my YouTube channel
Yeah.
is about me, and Christianity is anti.
It's more selfless.
Right.
It's
Thank you.
a focus on being selfless versus selfish, but I think Katie does a good job of it because your job is to show your life. I think you do a good job of sharing yourself, but also using your platform to share the Lord. So it's a little
Yes.
bit of a different dynamic. It depends on what your purpose is. I think you really have to find your purpose in a job like what you do,
Mhm.
and I think Katie has her goals and purpose aligned, so it makes
Thank
it
you.
easier for
I think
you
also
not to get stuck up in that.
Yeah, I think also it depends on your heart posture. Like, if I'm doing this
Yeah.
job thinking, oh, me, everyone's gonna think this of me,
For sure.
that kind of thing, that can
you
take
down
me
a
down
rabbit hole. I look
a negative path versus doing it because I love content creation and I love videos and I want to be a source of relatability and entertainment for other people that also incorporates my faith and points people to God. It can be a more positive path. I'm setting aside. Don't
Yeah.
touch that. It's for the giveaway.
You should give it to me.
You can take any of the concealers. I want to put this for the giveaway because I want anyone with any, like, skin tone to be able to win it. And the mascara and a couple of the things are the only other things that,
Fine.
you know. Okay, what are you looking forward to most next school year? You can answer this also.
Oh, I'm looking forward to living in a house with my best friends and seeing everyone. And I'm also really looking forward to all of our fun sorority stuff. Because I wasn't in a sorority my first semester of last year, so I get to experience it all the first semester.
So
I'm excited.
fun. When you and Matt get in a fight, how do y'all communicate? We've never yelled at each other, which is kind of crazy because when I get upset at Allie, we're like violently screaming at each other. He's a much better communicator than I am, so I just have to be honest and not like shut down and be like, it's fine when it's not fine.
You're the only one that can solve it. Like, I think you have to communicate in relationships because if something's wrong, the other person's not going to know unless you tell them.
Right, they can't read your
Can't
mind.
just you can't assume that they're going to know. Oh, fave jewelry brand?
I love Goriana. I love
Goriana.
Ana Luisa.
Ooh, what's your love language? That's a good question.
That's a good one. I think mine is words of affirmation and physical touch.
Yeah. I think mine is words of affirmation and acts of service. I also really like quality time. I don't know.
And gifts are not bad. Okay, I
love
think
this chai you made.
I have, thank you. I think I have plenty of content for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned, follow me on Instagram so you can ask questions for future Q&As, or if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments and I'll try to answer as many as I can. Wait, Allie, I have a gift for you.
What?
I actually have a real gift. I totally forgot about this. Yes, fully. It's a surprise, but you kind of know. Come here. Close your eyes.
They're closed. Oh my gosh, Katie! Oh my gosh!
Oh,
For
now
me?
lift here.
Whoa! Did you pick this out?
No, they sent it.
Oh my gosh, thank you!
You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you, Casetify.
Thank you, Casetify. And I will see you very soon in my next video. It will be the move-in vlog. I'm so excited. Okay, bye.